I'm not going to lie, I'm actually pretty grateful that this car keeps on giving me lots of issues because it just makes it easier to make more videos every single day. It's awesome. Yesterday we figured out that the car was overheating a wee bit. Whenever we tried driving it around, smoke started billowing, not billowing, but smoke started coming out of the turbos. And it was white smoke, so the conclusion there was I either have a coolant leak that's hitting the turbos, the hot turbos, or the car is overheating and coolant's not actually getting through the motor. So what I would like to do this morning is I would like to burp the coolant system. Mr. freaking lawnmower is right there. I can't talk. I don't actually know what's going on right now, so that's the problem. So today we're gonna diagnose it, and we're gonna try and see, I either need to flush the coolant system entirely, which I don't think I need to do that, but I think I really just need to burp it. And if so, that means that I might have an air pocket somewhere in there and something's not flowing right. So I need to get that air pocket out. There's a certain way you have to do that, and there's a kit that you can actually use, or a tool that you can use. It's really, really helpful. If that doesn't fix the issue, I know that I do have a coolant leak. I can drain my coolant out. By Wednesday, I want to be able to show this car and debut this car at the Rockwall meet. At the harbor at it's like 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday night Rockwall meet. I really want this to be there so I can debut it. So that'd be really fun. But anyways, I'm gonna get done. Let's get going to the parts store. These guys love me by now because I have been there every day for the past 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Yeah. Woo! Best dang 60 cents I ever done did spin, brother. Hey, your brother over here cut his hair this morning. How you like it? It's good, it's fresh, I don't care. Let's go. There's $16 a piece. We are just drinking through this. Went ahead and grabbed this, but I need the actual kit. I haven't found it. Oh, sweet. And has this got the radiator caps and everything with it? Actually, I think that's, yeah, awesome. That's a good idea to do. That's exactly what I need. Literally every time I come here, it's just like another $50. That was an extremely quick and easy trip. I was excited about that. The little kit that I was talking about, it looks like this. It's a big, ugly looking funnel thing. I'll explain it more whenever I'm actually using it. If you can't find or afford one of these, they're not that expensive. I think it was like 45 bucks. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to, they have an adapter in there that I'm gonna actually, you know what, let's just go ahead and open it. So you can look inside, it's got a bunch of tools and components in here. It's got a little plug on it for whatever reason. It's got and the best part about it is these kits, the reason why they're pretty expensive is because they have an adapter for pretty much every kind of coolant cap on there. I know this looks kind of ghetto. It kind of is, but it's purely precautionary. There's no reason for us to have done this. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna fill up the radiator fluid, or whatever the hell, the coolant. My Asian red formula. I'm actually probably gonna use the rest of what I didn't use yesterday. And once the coolant is full, what's gonna happen is we're gonna turn the car on, and ideally, coolant should, because the radiator cap is open, coolant should flow up into here, and any air in the system should literally burp out. It should bleh. What will be an issue, if you constantly see bubbles, then that is likely a sign that a head gasket is blown, and so I really hope we do not see that. So the way this is supposed to work is you're supposed to fill a lot of coolant. You're supposed to get like this, like a third full. But this does answer my question that there is a coolant leak down here, because as soon as we started getting it full, it started kind of pouring out of here. So instead of doing that first, I'm actually gonna have to drain the radiator. There's a plug at the bottom. We'll have to go ahead and lift the car up and get all the coolant out of it, so I'll have zero coolant. I'm gonna go ahead and try my absolute best to get that neck off of there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to do it. Yep, it's pretty obvious there's a leak, and that makes me wonder if maybe it's not as much of overheating as maybe coolant is just honestly leaking out and getting onto the exhaust manifold, or not even the manifold, because I don't have one yet. Maybe it's just leaking onto the turbos and really burning it. So who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing drained. Little man's over here is emptying his ween. He's almost done. The source of the leak. You guys have seen this a couple times by now, but this little neck, I don't know what it's called, but the little thing that goes into the feed that goes into the motor right there, I need to undo both of those bolts. And I think what I'm gonna have to do is just make an RTV gasket for it. I just don't want coolant to go over my face. Oh, it came off. Nice.
Few inches later.
Well, now we're kind of really screwed. I really wanted to take this off, and for some reason, you can't see it. I don't even know why I'm down here. Okay, bottom one off came. The bottom one came off just fine. The top one, however, unfortunately, your brother, I have stripped it. It is completely stripped. It's not actually completely stripped. It's still but it sucks. So I'm gonna have to get a bolt extractor or a nut extractor, which sounds really awfully wrong now I think about it. Extract my nut, but what I need to do is I need to take the lower rad hose off to get a little bit of space there. But unfortunately, that's stripped, and if I can't get it off with a nut extractor, then I have to take off the entire water pump, which in turn I have to end up taking off the alternator. Serpentine belt has to come off. That's no fun. Okay, I took a swig for the boys, grew some balls, and figured it out. Smashing. Where did it go? I think this is it right here. Oh yeah, he was getting a little stripped, buddy. Instead of a 14 millimeter, I went ahead and smashed on a 13 millimeter to get that sucker off of there. It is dangling. It's dangling. I smell like coolant, and I was just telling Victoria, I'm tired of smelling, tasting. It doesn't taste good. Never taste coolant. It's disgusting. I'm tired of having coolant in my eyes, my ears, my shirts. I'm tired of feeling it. I'm ready to get this coolant thing resolved so that I can get it out of my life forever.
We made a new discovery.
Dude, check this out. Look at this. Look at this old crystallized coolant. Look at that. That's disgusting, dude. Looking at this, I guess this is the thermostat housing. I don't know much about 1JZ GTEs. I'm still learning. But this is the thermostat. And as you can see, the thermostat's pretty disgusting. And it doesn't look, it might not be working, and also this O-ring might be garbage because Lord knows how long this motor sat without coolant in it. So I'm thinking the O-ring is definitely probably not great, and the thing is, the thermostat might not actually be actuating when it needs to. So the reason why, if you can actually see, like, look how much coolant spewed up. Like, it's all over my my timing assembly cover. It's all on this little intercooler pipe right here. Like, it literally went everywhere. So that's obviously a source for the burning and stuff. But I'm thinking that if we replace the thermostat, we might not even have to RTV the housing. I really didn't want to have to RTV the housing, so that's really good. But I am going to go ahead and clean up the inside and the outside of this, because if you look, there's some like nasty gunk in there. And then I'm going to go ahead, we're going to go to the parts store again for like the, what is this, the 5th time in 3 days?
Something like that.
I don't even know, but we're gonna go to the parts store again and get a new thermostat.
Hey, isn't that what you like detail your car with?
Yeah, this is it's a really good polishing compound to use these wire brushes.
I told him it seriously looks like somebody pooped in here.
Use lady language.
Defecated.
Okay. I went ahead, I might sand it a little more. I don't want to polish too much of this aluminum off, but that's the area that it's going to connect to the water pump. We're going to go ahead and make sure that was nice. Now I'm going to get some like, oh, that's disgusting.
Don't wipe it on me.
Something to wipe this off.
Just look how much better this one looks.
It's not disgusting, and it doesn't have 30-year-old coolant on it. All right, let's hope that this Fitterinos. Okay, we got it back in. It looks good to me. I'm hoping that the thermostat was the issue. Thermostat housing and thermostat are now back touching the water pump. So now it is time to pour coolant in the car. If we still have a leak down there, if we see any more coolant start dripping down, then that means we have another major issue. The water pump might not be tightened up correctly or something like that. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. But after we do that, we're finally gonna be able to burp the car and piss off some neighbors with some loud noises. So this is the exact amount of coolant it had when it was leaking. So if I pour all of this in and it continues to leak, then we'll know. So this is the exact amount we'll basically need to know if it leaks or not.
2,000 years later.
We filled it up. It's still leaking. It looks like it's coming, it's literally, the leak is coming from the stud. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna get a little bit of Loctite or something like that. But now I gotta redrain the coolant again, and I'm hoping that that will fix it, because it's just getting ridiculous at this point. All right, well, we got some not so great news. I actually learned I have another place where the leak is coming from, and this one's not gonna be so easy to fix. It's the thing that I'm shining light on right now. That little neck right there, for some reason, that is leaking. Victoria's keen eye caught, actually, so we found that little piece. Okay, you can kind of barely see it. There it is. There's a little gasket back there. It's where the coolant goes into the engine. It's not on. You can kind of see it's like a shark fin looking thing. It's not, we looked at it, Victoria found it. It's a little bit lower. I can't show it to you because it's really hard to get to. It's relieving to know that that is the problem, because we've been wasting a lot of time, but it's going to be really difficult to get to that. Oh, you want to see some raw turbo action? Look at that, boys. That's some good turbo. All right, now we finally tore half of the engine bay apart to get to this. We finally can get to this little bolt right there, but there's our problem. I'm hoping and praying that that is our issue, because as you can see, there's residual. You see some puddle down there, and then you see some residual right there on that little neck. So I'm hoping that, I'm like 90% positive that that is exactly what our problem is. Now, okay, so look at that. Insane. That's what it's supposed to look like, and they actually, both of them really weren't very tight at all. So now, actually, that there's nothing exposed in the coolant line, we could actually go ahead, we could put the rad hose back together, and we could pour coolant into it after I plug it back up. We could try it again.
That's true, because we're not turning it on.
So we're not turning it on just yet, but let's try it. If it still leaks, I'm gonna sell the car. Hey, I am selling the car if it still leaks. I'm just kidding, I don't want to sell this car. If it were to leak, it would be doing so right now. So I'm gonna get into the car.
Nothing.
No leaks?
Nothing at all.
Oh my God. Oh my, no way. Literally nothing at all. That is
oh man.
What? You're trying, I don't like you sometimes. You're lucky I'm married to you. That is like, I wish you guys could like actually feel some of the emotion. Like, as silly as this is, like this is almost just as exciting as starting the car up the first time. I can't even talk right now. All right, let's get this car cooled. Let's get some coolant flowing through here. Now let's get this.
You gonna burp it?
We're gonna get this sucker burped, but we gotta get the rest of this crap back on. Let's go. Bring this little buddy down. Right now is literally the time we've been waiting for all day long. We can finally burp the engine, or burp the coolant, not burp the engine, burp the coolant system, and see if there's any air bubbles. And we might actually take it for a spin one more time tonight, just really close by, just to make sure it doesn't start overheating again. But we need to call Tweak Performance to see if I can get my tack. I meant to do that today. I need to get my tack figured out because I can't see coolant temp. I can't see fuel. I don't know how much gas I have in my car. There's a lot of stuff I still need to do. But let's get this next very important part taken care of. Here we go, bros. Let's hope this does the trick. All right, we definitely got power. Let's hear this beautiful thing start up. Come on, brother. You got it. You got it. Hey. Hey. I really can't wait till this has an exhaust on it to refine the sound a little more. But it still sounds really cool. There's no leaks. I still need to fix the power steering. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait. I wanna wait for the thermostat to come on. This thing's gonna need to idle here for probably 10 minutes or so. So I actually might pull it out into the driveway a little bit, just so I can not have the garage smell like fumes. Let's get it out of here into the driveway. Woo! Brother. Oh, wait. Whoa. Oh, wait, I actually have coolant temp. Are you serious? Oh, that's wild. What? I don't know how that's hooked up, but... Sorry, forgot to warn you. Nice. Hey, I actually have coolant temp in here. I have coolant temp in here. Yeah, it tells me. I don't know how, it didn't, I swear on my life that was not working yesterday.
It wasn't.
Maybe because I actually have coolant in it today, I can read it. That is pretty sickerino.
Just let it out.
No, I'm trying to piss off some neighbors. I want to get kicked out of here.
No.
Smoke? I have the smoking. So we still got stuff spewing out from here. Yo, what is this? Dang, it's like there's like a lot of it down on the ground right now. Well, that's wild. It's like, it's really kind of, okay.
It's not plugged in over here.
I really hope, I don't know, I hope I didn't blow a head gasket yesterday. I don't think I would have, because I feel like we would have gotten a lot more smoke. But like, yeah, let's see, is this, that's definitely coolant, yeah. You didn't see anything coming up from this? Nothing came out? Nothing leaks from this side now, so at least we patched that up. But dang, it's still
making it over to the side.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's still smoking. So that tells me that it's burning coolant. It's not like the engine is not actually doing that. Since it's still actually smoking, it's probably, yeah, because like if you open this up,
it's probably not circulating it.
well, no, if you open this up, there's no smoke out in there. So it's not the engine. And if it was head gasket, it would be blue. So, or it'd have like a blue tint to it, and it's still pure white. That is a lot of coolant down there. That is a lot of coolant. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back on the quick jack and let it idle, and we're gonna try and see where that leak is from. I'm really unsure of where it's coming from, but it's a lot. I'm thinking maybe whenever we were going back through and putting in new lines, we maybe forgot to close a loop or something like that. But it's also the first time that there's actually coolant on this side of the motor, because that leak was so incredibly bad yesterday. So it's definitely still burning, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I need to back it back up into the garage and put it back on the lift so we can spot where this coolant leak actually is. At least it starts up well. Let's get this back in the garage. Even hot either. That's so upsetting. All right, well, turn it off before we lose any more coolant. I can't believe how like hard of a time we're having losing all this coolant. It's kind of crazy.
The vacuum hose line that's not a vacuum hose line.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start it.
No, what?
Hey, I'm sorry. I was just trying to joke on you. I'm sorry. Watch your head. Now you're laughing. I need to trace this.
Those two connect?
I'm wondering if these two are supposed to connect, and nobody ever connected them like they were supposed to be connected. I have some hose that'll fit. That makes so much sense now. So you guys might be able to see it. There's that right there, and then there's one behind here. We've been looking for a little while. I think we finally found maybe the issue of, because it was wet. It was wet with coolant. So I think we found the leak. Just so I don't waste what feels like hundreds of dollars of hose I've purchased so far. So I went ahead and routed it. I think you can see it, you can kind of see it back there. Went ahead and routed it under here, and I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go to coolant. So anyways, just to save hose right now, I don't want to cut it and it be the wrong route. So I think we should be okay. And you want to go ahead and get it started again, or what we can do, instead of starting it, we can fill it with more coolant and have it overflow through. Because remember the first time we filled it up,
it started leaking back there.
It started leaking.
I said let's pour it in.
Let's pour, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, that's going, oh, that's coming, oh God, that's hot coolant. So that's supposed to go somewhere.
You probably need to actually seal it.
Yeah, it really needs to be sealed. Okay, so that might be it. Maybe coolant is supposed to go from that.
Yeah, it's just that leaking.
Is it supposed to go from that to this though? or am I missing something? Okay, I'm gonna look at some more diagrams now that we found out, because that was really hot coolant. That's coolant coming straight from the motor. So I don't know where that coolant would be routed to. I think we just need to look at a diagram and figure that out. But that's, at least we figured out that's exactly where it's coming from. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this cap on it because it's trying to pour out, and putting this on here. Actually, so that's like the main leak on this side. Guys, if you have any idea, if you are an expert on 1GZs, I'm humbling myself before you right now and saying that I don't know where this line goes. So if I had it connected correctly, please find your way to Twitter and message me on there, because I'm not gonna see it if it's in the comments. I'm not gonna see it if it's like on Instagram or anything like that. So if you will, please DM me on Twitter if you know where that line is supposed to go. I would greatly appreciate your advice. But it looks like we got it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this on here so it kind of the draining minimizes for tonight until we figure out where that goes tomorrow. Huge shout out to my wife for being more attentive and better at working on my car than I was today. But anyways, another just really fun-filled weird day working on the SC. I really hope to have been more productive today, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying the SC content. This car should run and drive pretty soon. I hope it can make it to the Wednesday night meet. We'll see. Either way, I'll be there. I'll be there at my SRT8 if I don't get my Lexus done. So anyways, love you guys. Peace out. Be victorious. I think my wife is better than me working on my own car. I quit. Anyways, click on one of those two videos right in front of your face, because I know you got nothing better to do. I know you want to rewatch or watch some more vids. Do it, squad. All right, good on you. Peace out.